You are the only major candidate who is against the Zionist agenda that's going on right now and the genocide in Gaza. Why do you think that is?
Oh man. Well, I think, as Ronald Reagan's Secretary of Defense said back in the 1980s, Israel is the unsinkable battleship for the United States in the Middle East, basically overseeing, control over that very important source of oil. And, this is U.S. expressed military policy, expressed Pentagon policy, so-called full spectrum dominance, that the U.S. will dominate all basically all substantial resources and all areas of competition for resources around the world, and that we will dominate all domains, that is outer space, cyberspace, battle, potential
Yeah.
land battles, the sea, the subsea. We will dominate full spectrum here. And we will not allow even regional powers to rise to regional prominence, because we have to have total control. Now, how is that working out for us? We have lost every battle starting back in the 1960s, when we
Hmm.
flagrantly lost Vietnam and murdered some 3 million Vietnamese as part of that battle, and others, in Cambodia and so on. We've had this horrific imperial policy, and Israel is sort of a settler colonial
Hmm.
state, which is very much allied with U.S. interests. And this is a shame, because Palestine, the traditional Palestine and Jerusalem, was multicultural, multi-religious. Christians, Jews, and Muslims lived peacefully side by side until the Zionists came with the intention of practicing ethnic cleansing. And that was shown through Israel's own records that were declassified in the 1990s, showing that there was basically an intentional plan to move out the local population. And that's what's happened over and over, village by village. They were burned, or the inhabitants were driven out, their crops were burned, their olive trees were burned. And there were massacres that began even before the state of Israel was formally declared. It's pathetic that Hamas, continues to be this justification of the slaughter of thousands of children who are being tortured and murdered on an industrial scale. Every day, 37 children lose their mothers. This is a civilian death. So, our leaders are so clueless, so uninformed, so, subservient to their war profiteer and APAC masters, that, they're all just going full speed ahead.